Hey, Sergi. I have my little buddy down here. Hey, Sergi. Can I give you... How about that? Sergi, you want to come sit up on the couch with me? Okay. Hi, everybody. It's Chicapoo here. And I just wanted to share something with everybody because this happens to me and I don't think I'm alone in this. I hope I'm not alone in this. If it happens to you too, please send me a message. You can find me on Instagram at Chicapoo Cosplay. It's the same as here, same way it's spelled. But, so I went home early from work yesterday, and first it was just to get my medicine because I took the wrong kind of work, and this medicine keeps me from getting sick because I deal with nausea all the time due to my medications for my GERD and whatnot. So I go home to get the right medication, and I don't even make it home because the nausea, it's been roller coastering for like the last day or so. But I fight it off. I've gotten really good at that. And then, so I get sick on my way home, and sometimes what happens is if I feel like really defeated, like I was supposed to go back to work, so it's on my lunch hour. So of course I felt defeated, like I can't have a good day. And I had somewhat of a breakdown, like I've had a major mental breakdown, and it's led to these little tiny breakdowns. And when that happens, it's a surprise to me because there's so much stress. I could throw up, my body could shut down, and for the first time, like last night, it woke me out of my sleep, which happens sometimes. Oh, Sergi, don't bump the camera. So, like in the middle of the night, I was sleeping, thinking like, yeah, I'm gonna go back to work in the morning. I'll be okay, even though I'm not mentally feeling well, and I know it's not good to have at work, but I'm working at this, I'm really trying. So, I guess sometime just a little after 12:30 last night, my body wakes up out of a dead sleep, and I'm like, wow, I finally got some good sleep, and here I am puking again. Here I am, I can't walk. Like, my body woke up with Charlie horses in the legs, and that's what started it. Like, I woke up in immense pain. Both my legs had Charlie horses. The one on my left leg was alright, but the one on my right leg was insanely painful. And that lasts about 2 to 3 minutes, and I finally get it calmed down, and the pinching pain is gone. And then I end up in the bathroom because of this nausea. So I'm laying on the cold floor with towels on top of me because you get that warm and that cold, and it just somehow levels you out. If not, I throw myself in the bathtub in a nice warm bath, and that will help. But I'm just laying on the floor like I'm glued to it, and this is why I tell people, like, I finally was able to peel myself off the floor because that's kind of how it is with me. When I get sick, and it's never been like this until I got vertigo, which was several years ago, which it was going alright until I guess the esophagitis was really bad, and I didn't know it. I didn't know this happened. So, anyways, I finally get up off the bathroom floor. My boyfriend's getting up for work, and this is like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm talking to him, finally back in bed, and I'm just like, I'm just gonna call in late, and just hopefully go in. I really want to go in, even if it's half a point against me. Let's just go. I just really want to go to work, but if it's after 2 hours after, it becomes a full point. So I'm just like, well, if it's like 7:30 and I'm not feeling better, I'm just not gonna go into work, because I don't want to go into work when I've already got a full point against me. I'd rather just take the day off and get stuff done at home, because I've got a lot of stuff to do here. We gotta redo our basement because it flooded twice. But so I'm finally back in bed. I'm talking to my boyfriend. He goes to work. I finally get back to sleep just a little bit, and then I wake up 6:55, because I woke up, I checked the time. I'm like, what time is it? 6:55. I'm like, okay. My nausea's gone, but the cramping in my stomach is still there, which I'm so glad it wasn't severe, because it gets really bad. I will just cry. And I go to stand up and get out of bed, and I fall down. Here are those Charlie horses again. And this time, it's in two spots in like one leg. It went from being my back calf underneath my knee to the side of my leg. And then the other leg, I had one in the back half behind my knee. And right underneath my knee, in the front on the outside of it. But that didn't happen until later, which I finally just got that one done with. But it felt like someone took a rubber mallet or something and just hit me in the side of the knee. I couldn't put pressure on it. I couldn't walk. I'm having panic attack because I can't walk. I'm like, okay, just calm down. Get to the bottom of this. How do we stop these Charlie horses? And my dad's telling me, stand up straight, put pressure on it. It's what they do to football players when they're having issues and the coach has them push pressure on their hand or their heel until it's their legs fully extended. And so I was doing that, and I was like, yeah, that's smart. That really helps. I know I need more potassium, because when you throw up, you lose a lot of your vitamins. When this stuff was really bad, when I was at the peak of it all, it was, I'd be sick 8 to 11 days straight, and I wouldn't get better until after those 8 or 11 days. It wouldn't stop. I would end up in the hospital multiple times, and at the worst point, my potassium was a 2.5, and they were hooking me up to a EKG. They were force feeding me potassium by an IV drip, which they said it was supposed to burn, but they turned it on low, so it didn't really burn to me. And then I had to drink a straight shot of potassium, which burnt my mouth for over a week. This stuff is so strong. The acid in it just ate the inside of my mouth. And it was like that for probably a week or so. But I was just shocked to find out that why didn't I know this sooner, that why you need potassiums, why you need your vitamin K, which is your potassium. And that's because when it gets so low, you're at risk for heart failure. And that's why they hooked me up to an EKG. I'm having a panic attack. I don't know what's going on, except that I can't stop throwing up, and they're telling me well, your potassium's way too low, and I'm not understanding this. And my EKG comes back, I'm okay, I'm not having heart palpitations, I'm not having any heart irregular rhythms, I guess, which is a good thing, because my family on my dad's side has a history of heart issues. So I'm very, very thankful that did not happen. And after that point, that's when I started my journey to find a real serious doctor here in Ohio, and I went to OSU. But that can be another story with the doctors. But I just want to know, like, if any of you else, excuse me, anybody else or any of y'all are dealing with this, because it is very painful to deal with, and it adds to your stress. Oh, don't lick my leg, honey. I have icy hot. Oh, Sergi. My little Chewbacca down here. Come here. You want to say hi? He's old. He's like 12 years old, and I love them. Come here. Come on. Oh, he don't like to be picked up at his age either. But he looks like Chewbacca. He's a Shih Tzu Lhasa Apso mix. He's so cute. I call him my little Chewy, but his name is Serge, which is short for Sir Shits-a-lot, because he's a Lhasa Apso Shih Tzu. So what do you call a half Lhasa Apso and a half Shih Tzu? A lot of shit. I'm just kidding. But, no, that's he's our Sergi. Hopefully you get to see him sometimes. He's grumpy because he's old. But he looks like Chewbacca when Mom doesn't shave him. But, please send me some messages again at my Instagram, Chicapoo Cosplay. I'm still new with this YouTube thing. I'm still getting used to everything. I'm really looking forward to this. I'm really hoping it helps me out mentally. Originally this was going to start with like video diaries and vlogging, and it wasn't originally what I wanted to do on YouTube, but I'm like, this is something I can start with. I mean, I look forward to going on a lot of adventures in the future. And I want to bring you all with me. But, just please send me a message. Please check out my other 2 videos if you haven't yet, because I wrote a lot in the description, and it was basically to let you all know who I am. And I hope that you enjoy my videos in the future. Thank you for listening, and please, 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 just, if you deal with this too, please send me a message. I can talk with you, because I know from my own personal experience dealing with it currently that it's hard to talk to somebody, and when you try, sometimes it can be hard for the other person to listen, and so you feel shut out and you feel like no one cares. But I do. I really do. Because I don't want anybody else going through the same shit that I'm going through. So if you have severe depression, if you have thought about suicide, and you're not ready to talk to a counselor yet, or you've thought about calling the suicide hotline and you haven't, just know that I'm here, and I'm going to be here as your friend, and hopefully your family, and just talk with me. I'm here for you, and I'll hopefully be here for you. It'll give me insight on my issues that I'm not alone in, and hopefully I can help give you issues. I don't want to give anybody more issues. I want to give you insight to help you with the things that you're dealing with, because it's not your fault, and you sure as hell aren't alone. So please, 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 please take care of yourself, and just spread love, and know that life still goes on, no matter how depressing it may be, no matter how much you feel like you don't need to be here. You do. So, I love you. Please take care of yourself.